This year also marks the 10th anniversary of the China proposed Belt and Road Initiative. We know that ASEAN countries are also very important partners in building the BRI, and the forum will kick off very soon. So in the past decade, what have been achieved under the Belt and Road Initiative between China and ASEAN countries? Can you tell us some specific examples?
All ASEAN member states have signed cooperation documents with China on jointly build the BRI. Both sides promoted synergy between the BRI and the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025. And the just concluded ASEAN-China Summit issued the joint statement on mutually beneficial cooperation between the BRI and the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific. The Laos-China Railway has been hailed by the Lao people as a landmark project, which has in fact turned Lao PDR from a landlocked country to a land-connected one, and shortened the distance between countries. Thanks to the railway, fresh tropical fruits from ASEAN, such as durian, can reach Chinese consumers within a short period at lower transportation cost. The railway project also provided over 110,000 job opportunities for the Lao people. The Jakarta-Bandung high-speed rail, the first high-speed railway in Southeast Asia, will be becoming operational very soon. The 142-kilometer line has a designated speed of 350 kilometers per hour, reducing travel time between the two cities from more than 3 hours to just 40 minutes. The Malaysia-China Guangdong Industrial Park is another key Belt and Road cooperation project, and a demonstration base for cross-border industrial capacity cooperation. The Guangdong Park has also remained a key economic driver along Malaysia's east coast a decade after its launch in 2013, boosting industrial output and job opportunities.
How can ASEAN countries further synergize their own development strategies with the Belt and Road Initiative? In what areas can they deepen their cooperation? And what role can your organization play in terms of advancing the cooperation?
I think the two sides should further synergize the Belt and Road Initiative and the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025 and foster mutually beneficial cooperation for shared goals. ASEAN and China may engage more in infrastructure building, covering such areas as railways, highways, ports and harbors, airports, power and communication. This will strengthen the existing economic and transport corridors and improve business and investment environment. The two sides should further enhance trade and expand cooperation in areas including innovation, digital economy, supply chain, artificial intelligence, big data, as well as e-commerce. And they should foster mutual understanding and strengthen people-to-people connectivity by supporting cooperation in areas such as education, youth, tourism, and media. The ACC will remain committed as a bridge of communication and a platform of cooperation. We will maintain close communication with government authorities in ASEAN member states and China. The ACC will actively build trade and investment platforms to connect enterprises, products, and markets of both sides. Regularly hold trade and investment promotion activities in ASEAN. In addition, the ACC will make the most of the advantages of networking in facilitating lectures, training programs, workshops, and exchanges in education, culture, and tourism. Stay connected with the media and carry out more public relations activities to further raise public awareness about ASEAN-China relations and promote more fruitful results of BRI cooperation in ASEAN countries.
And the 20th China ASEAN Expo just ended in Nanning. So what are some of the outcomes of the Expo, and what role does it play in promoting the economic and trade cooperation between China and ASEAN?
The 20th China ASEAN Expo and China ASEAN Business and Investment Summit concluded with record-smashing deal value. Altogether, 417 projects were signed, with a total investment of 487.3 billion RMB yuan. Both the number of projects and the total investment reached a record high. As many ASEAN and Chinese leaders mentioned in their remarks, with all parties' collective efforts in the past 20 years, CAEXPO and CABIS have grown into an important mechanism for regional integration and a symbol of economic, trade and investment cooperation between ASEAN and China.
And when we are talking about the win-win cooperation, we cannot ignore that there are indeed some disputes and differences between China and some ASEAN countries, for example, on the South China Sea issue. So how can China and ASEAN countries better, properly handle these differences in the future?
The difference is not an issue between China and ASEAN as a whole, and it is definitely not the sum total governing the bilateral relations between China and the related ASEAN member states. It only takes up a very small portion. At present, the most important and pressing issue is to speed up the process of consultations on a potential code of conduct in the South China Sea, or COC. Both ASEAN countries and China should ensure stability in the South China Sea through the formulation of a COC, truly making the South China Sea a sea of peace, friendship, and cooperation. More exchanges in media, think tanks, and youth communities should be further strengthened to deepen mutual trust and disappear misunderstanding, and better consolidate public support to our grand cause of building an even close ASEAN-China community with a shared future.